I grabbed my coat and camera and ran into the streets. An electric current was flowing through the city. People were pouring out of their apartments, whispering to each other. "Did you hear? Is it true?" I made my way to the Bornholmer Strasse checkpoint. A small crowd had gathered. Then it grew larger and larger. They were not violent. They were just standing there, waiting, their faces a mixture of hope and terror. The East German guards were panicked. They had no orders. They made frantic calls to their superiors, who were just as clueless. The crowd began to chant, "Open the gate, open the gate." And then, just before midnight, the moment came. The commander at the checkpoint, overwhelmed and fearing a stampede, made a decision on his own. He gave the order. The sound of that first barrier opening was not loud, but to us, it was a thunderclap that echoed across 28 years of silence. A wave of people surged forward. What followed was pure, unscripted human joy. People from the East, crying, laughing, stepped into the West for the first time in their lives. West Berliners were waiting with flowers and champagne. Strangers hugged each other, weeping. I saw a young man climb onto the wall, the very symbol of death, and start dancing. Soon, hundreds were up there with him. The sound was deafening. Cheers, music, and the rhythmic chipping of hammers as people began to tear down the monster with their own hands. Amidst the chaos, I thought of Klaus and Ingrid. I pushed through the crowd, and there, under a streetlight, I saw them. An old man and an old woman, locked in an embrace, not speaking, just holding each other as if they were afraid the other might disappear. After a lifetime of waving from a distance, their family was whole again. In the weeks that followed, the wall was dismantled piece by piece. Not by governments, but by the people themselves. They called themselves Mauerspechte, the wall peckers, chipping away at the concrete, taking home a piece of their history, a piece of their victory. I kept this piece. For me, it is not a souvenir. It is a reminder of how quickly freedom can be lost and how miraculously it can be regained. Germany was reunified. The Cold War ended. The world map was redrawn. But the real story, the one that matters, is smaller than that. It's the story of Klaus and Ingrid, who could finally have coffee together without a wall between them. It's the story of millions who could finally breathe. I started by telling you that your freedom was not free. Now you see why. It was paid for by the tears of those separated in 1961 and earned by the courage of those who stood up in 1989. The Berlin Wall is gone, but the world is still full of walls. Walls of hatred, of ignorance, of fear. They are invisible, but they are just as real. They separate us every day. So, when you see a wall being built between people, remember this story. Remember that no wall is built to last forever. And remember that it doesn't always take armies to bring them down. Sometimes all it takes is a bumbling official, a mistaken announcement, and ordinary people who dared to believe that a better world is just on the other side.